Padfoot. Maybe. Gross. So, we have several videos to do because we're very behind. So this is a little bit of an update vlog / reviews of some TV series, films. Just trying to combine it all in one. Mind your business. Because like I said, we have several other videos to do. So, no matter what I do, the pillows and plushies won't behave. And my co-host doesn't behave either. Stop doing that and come here. Come here. Come here. It's going to be a long evening. So, that's it. Just a little update vlog before the other stuff. We're just pushing along. Slowly but surely. I have not felt well. I cannot ever get rid of a sinus infection. And now I don't know if I have a kidney infection or another kidney stone. But that's been bothering me. And still down to my hip from my sciatica because of this flip-flopping cold weather. You better mind your business or I'm going to mind yours. But... you know, then there was all that, and then in the midst of all this other stuff going on, you know, Mahoney dying just really has done a number on the both of us. We're still having a very hard time adjusting to her loss, and I have just been so miserable without my dog. She was my cuddle bug. I'm so used to that dog laying on me every night. And still, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and reach looking for her. And it just breaks my heart. A couple times I've filled her food dish. I've picked up the leash and called her name to go for a walk to go potty. And me and Padfoot will be in the bed and I'll look over and I don't see her. And I'll start yelling for her, Mahoney, where are you? You know, come get in the bed. And a couple times I've even called poor Padfoot her name, and it upset him. And, you know, you just do stuff out of habit, you know. So, I don't know how long it's going to take me to break myself of that routine. I just hope it's soon, because I am just miserable. I miss her so much. And I know he does too. You need to stay off the floor. And I've got to clean up all this packing stuff. But, and then I feel guilty because I see, even though I know Padfoot misses her, he's a lot calmer. He's a lot more better behaved. He's not having to vie for my attention. You know, because there's somebody else wanting my attention. And I know he loved her. They loved each other. But there just seems to be a lot less stress from Mahoney's anxiety and PTSD and fear issues. And I feel guilty that about feeling like there's a relief and a tension that we don't have anymore. You know, but I wouldn't have traded that for the world. I'd rather be a little more stressed out and still have my dog, but, you know, I look at it like I gave her 6 years of love that she would have never had because she was going to be put down had I not taken her when I had. So, I just try to look at it like that. I gave her a life that she never would have had otherwise, and I tried to do the best I could for her, and maybe it was enough, maybe it wasn't, but you know, the alternative was she would no longer have existed had I not taken her. So, you know, I tried to give her as much love as I could, and it it hurts me that somebody made her that way by abusing her, and so she couldn't ever be a truly happy dog, because of her PTSD. And say Mama has PTSD and anxiety and depression, and she understood that, and that's why she took Mahoney, because nobody else wanted to give her a chance. But we did, didn't we? But I think I better stop talking about her. He's starting to get upset. He came over here because he saw me starting to cry, and he doesn't like Mama to cry, do you, Boo Bear? Have a kiss? Have a kiss? Don't be sad. I know. So, but we're trying to get through it the best we can, but yesterday was also a very hard day. The February 16th is the anniversary of my mother's passing, so, Mahoney, stop! Mahoney dying, and, in the same time of me, feeling this nonstop grieving, which is always worse around, the anniversary of her passing. So, the last couple weeks have just been a nightmare, and actually today makes 2 weeks since Mahoney passed away, and I can't believe it's already been 2 weeks. It still feels like it just happened yesterday, and so it's been hard. But we're winging it, and as I've said a million times before, you guys have heard me say it, winging it, getting by, that's the best thing we can do around here, and we're good at it. So we're just trudging along. So that's pretty much it for as far as that. And going into the reviews, which is kind of tied to this vlog, explains what I've been doing. I've just pretty much been bedbound with this funk in my leg, so I couldn't get around very well. So I have been enjoying my new Blu-ray player, which is already having issues. I've had it for a week and a half, and it's got issues, so it may have to go back, and in a couple weeks I'll get another one, but we'll just see. But in the meantime, when it is behaving, I have been catching up on some series and watching some films that I hadn't watched in a long time, just to watch, because I have Hulu and Netflix, and I can access them on the Blu-ray player, so I can watch things on the telly now and not have to tie up my laptop. So I'm been watching some stuff. As far as new shows, okay, only one new show that I've started thus far, and it has been the Lizzie Borden Chronicles. I can't get past the first episode. I've tried 3 times and fell asleep during it. That could be because I was just so doped up on Benadryl and allergy medication and whatnot. So I'm not sure if it's just because I'm just not giving it a fair chance, if it's boring the hell out of me, or I don't know. But what I did realize a couple days ago is there was actually a little film, I think. I don't know if it came first or it was a prequel as part of the show, but there is a Lizzie Borden film, which is the same cast, which is Christina Ricci and Clea Duvall, which I love them both. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous girls. So I think I'm going to watch the film first and then do the series and see if that helps me out a little bit, because I love Christina Ricci and I love Clea Duvall. Everything I've watched them in that I've just been huge fans of them, especially Christina Ricci. I've watched her all my life. She's my Wednesday Addams. I love her. So I'm gonna watch the film. I think it was a made for TV movie. So I'm gonna watch it. What fell on me? 0. And I will watch it and then try the series again and see what happens. So that's really my only new show that I've watched. I did not realize the newest season of Hell's Kitchen had started. I love that show. I love cooking and baking. So I've always enjoyed that series. Gordon Ramsay's such an a-hole. Gotta love him. So I've started watching that. But the Blu-ray player and Hulu just do not get along together. I just keep getting errors. But Hulu's a sucky site anyway. So who knows what that's about. And then with the Blu-ray player acting up, I don't know. I also decided to go back and rewatch all of the American Horror Story. Stop scratching! Dry skin, I think. The season of American Horror Story Freak Show, that is my favorite. And I just felt like watching it, so I just sat down and rewatched it all again. And then I remembered how much I hated the last episode. It was so sad and just so graphic, and I mean, not that any of their seasons are happy and have happy endings. No, that show just does not work that way. But seeing what happens to all the freaks in the last episode, it made me feel physically ill the first time I had seen it, and it just broke my heart. I just really fell in love with the characters. But decided to go back and watch it again. And I still have not seen the last 2 episodes of Hotel. So I need to catch up on those. I was trying to get caught up on the last 2 episodes of Big Bang Theory. And meant to do Hotel and forgot. I finally binge watched all the episodes of Once Upon a Time and got completely caught up, so they'll be back in about 3 weeks, and I am ready to go. I have been waiting for the return of iZombie, and I think it's 3 or 4 episodes in now, and I absolutely love that show. It's a different take on the zombie genre. I really like this series. It's really, really awesome. And actually, the character who plays Blaine, when I was binge watching Once Upon a Time, I made a connection I'd never noticed in watching these 2 series in the past. But Blaine from iZombie is Dr. Victor Frankenstein in Once Upon a Time. I didn't ever put that together. I just kept always thinking, he looks so familiar, but I just never put the 2 together like that. But I noticed that. But iZombie is just absolutely awesome. And if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. I really, really, really love their take on zombies. And speaking of zombies, we have had the return of The Walking Dead. And in case you have not caught up yet on the episode that just aired this past weekend, I won't spoil it, but it was awesome, and I did post on my Facebook page that finally got rid of some dead weight and bad apples in that bunch that were holding people back. So, yes. Yes! So, good comeback from Walking Dead. And I think Fear the Walking Dead is returning soon as well. And a lot of people didn't like it. I did. But, to each their own. And the last one on shows that I watch. And this is just really so ungeeky, I guess, in comparison to the other stuff that us in this community watch. But I love What Would You Do, hosted by John Quinones. I just love that series just because you know, I was raised with a good heart, to be a good person, stand up for what's right, do what's right, and so I really like that series, and you just like to see how people react in certain situations and certain environments under certain circumstances. I'm tired, so I'm kind of rambling and stirring a bit. But anyway, I like that. I think it's a really good series, and I've just always watched it, so I enjoy it, so I'm glad it's back. So those are all my series, and I haven't really been watching a lot of new films. I've got some new DVDs and Blu-rays, so I'm trying to catch up there. But in the last week I have this week, it's only Wednesday though. So I would say since this weekend, I've watched 3 films, and they're old ones, but much loved ones for me. First we have Wes Craven's New Nightmares. It's on Netflix. It just popped up on there one day, so I just let it play on through and watched it. Last night, or was it? It was night before last. It was night before last. I watched Amadeus. Absolutely awesome movie from the early 80s with a stellar cast, amazing music, because I like classical music. I was a classical violinist. I started playing violin when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I've got to actually go to Vienna, Austria, where Mozart lived for most of his life, and I got to play violin for the noble families over there, and I also sang opera as well, which because I used to sing opera, and so I love that film. I know most of you probably would not like it or appreciate it, but as somebody who was trained in classical music, I adore it. And the last one, which I watched the other day, was Smoke Signals. It is a Native American film with a Native American cast. It stars Adam Beach, Tantu Cardinal. Is she in that? Yeah, Tantu Cardinal, who was in Dances with Wolves, which that is not a real Native film from a Native point of view. And Irene Bitter, who was better known as Disney's Pocahontas. And a few other people, which you folks... Well, Tom Skerritt's in there, and I know y'all would know who he is for the most part. But the rest of the cast, most of y'all probably would not know unless you're Native and into Native films. But it's a really good, not just father-son relationship film, but it can be also parent-child relationship. As, well, a parent and an adult child, you know, based on how you're raised and in the relationships and connections. And, you know, and there's also the Native culture aspect to that as well. So, but I think, you know, even for non-natives, it's a very good film. Now, it is on Netflix, so you can catch it on there. It is different than the copy that my mother bought me on DVD years ago. This one, and it's not really in, I mean, the film has not changed whatsoever, but the music is different. I prefer the music that is in my copy in my DVD. Some of the songs are different on the Netflix version, but it's still the same film. They haven't changed anything as far as the script goes. But it's a really excellent film. It's sad, but it's funny. And it's really good. And it's an independent film, and so I just think it's a really, really awesome film. One of my favorite Native films ever. And the cast is great. And I love the character of Thomas Builds the Fire. He's so funny. He has braids like mine, and he wears a suit, and he's always running around after Adam Beach's character, Victor, and he's always yelling, "Hey, Victor!" Nobody ever gets the little memes I post on Facebook of Thomas wearing his Superman fry bread shirt with his braids, and it says, "Hey, Victor," but it alludes to that film, and I just absolutely love it. So, I think even non-natives can appreciate the film and the storyline. So definitely check it out. And if you do check it out, let me know what you think. So, but that is pretty much it for this video. The sun is going down. He's got to eat soon, and we've got other videos to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. And lots of packages involved. So, that's it for us on this vlog and review. I go get you. I go get you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Always comes for the food. Sit. Kiss. The big ham. Ah, my finger. Mwah, thank you. So what do we say? Like? 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 Comment? Hey! Comment? Comment? Subscribe! Subscribe! High five! High five! No! High five, lazy! Alright! Peace out!